So in the last video we built this sanding station. It has a ton of storage for our smaller cutoffs. It has a lot of storage for our sanding accessories that's going to help keep that organized. But today we're going to be making 4 improvements that's going to make this even better. Ready to put the holder together. We pretty much got 2 pieces of 1/4 inch Luan. Now the back one is going to be 2 inches taller than the front one, and that'll give us an easy way to fasten this to the cabinet. And then on the inside we got 2 pieces of scrap going down each side of that that'll help hold that paper in, and we got a short one on the bottom. The one on the bottom being short will help create a gap on each side that's going to help sawdust that might would get trapped in there come out of the bottom. Now you're going to also make the Luan a little bit oversized so it's not hard to get that sandpaper in and out and it get damaged. Got the sandpaper holder done. Now if that wasn't easy enough, this one's going to be even easier. We're going to be taking a hacksaw blade, does not have to be a new hacksaw blade, and we're going to be mounting it to the top part of our drawer where our sandpaper sheets are. And this is pretty much going to let us cut this any size we want depending on what project we are working on. Now you can actually mount this anywhere in the shop you want. You can mount it on your miter saw station, over at your workbench, but for us we're going to be putting it over here on our sanding station, since that's where we're going to be keeping our sheets of sandpaper at. Alright y'all, so the first thing you got to do is take you a piece of scrap wood, put some glue on it, and what you're going to want to do is glue this just on the inside your drawer, and I'll show y'all in just a few minutes when we get this put in what this is going to be good for. So anyhow, take and put a couple brads in it. Alright, so we've already pre-drilled us some holes. You're going to take 2 washers, just put those on top of those holes. That's going to give you a little bit of space between the actual blade and the drawer. That'll give you a space for your sandpaper to go in. And put your screws in it. And we're going to put the other one in it. Alright, so that's pretty much it for that. And then all you have to do is take your sandpaper, slide up under your saw blade, hold the saw blade down, and then you can just tear your paper. Now the reason I put this piece of wood back here is the blade is the same width as the actual drawer, and it'd be kind of hard to get that paper up under there if you don't have a little bit of surface right before that blade to kind of get it started. So that's it for the blade for the sandpaper. Alright y'all, so I know that was pretty simple, but saw it somewhere on YouTube or Instagram, and I thought that was pretty handy. If you hadn't saw it before, maybe it'll help you out. So anyhow, the next thing we're going to tackle is this drawer that I'm keeping this sandpaper from a random orbit sander in, and I don't really like the way they're kind of laid on top of each other. So I want to find a way, or come up with a way that I can keep that drawer organized, but I don't want to make the insert or the divider or whatever permanent to the drawer. That way if I decide to rearrange the drawer, then I can just take that out and move it somewhere else. And I think I come up with an idea. Alright y'all, so this is what I come up with. Got a couple pieces of triangle that I have cut out of some scrap plywood, and then I got a couple pieces of Luan on this side, one on the back, and I've already got 4 of these made. I've got 2 more to make, and then we're going to put them in the drawer and we'll show y'all how they work. I also got a couple pieces of Luan that is going to divide these up. time to put the inserts in. So if you make these where they're a little loose, that'll be fine. You don't want them being too snug in there. It's going to be hard to get them out. Then you have to move them around to another drawer or rearrange it. Alright, so we got them all in. We're going to put the sandpaper in now. Alright y'all, so that's pretty much it for the sandpaper. This being made like I made it, you can change it around, or you can flip those around where they face the opposite way, or move them to another drawer. Alright y'all, so the next thing the cabinet needs is a way to be able to move it around just in case we have to access this door behind it. So what we're going to be using today is the Bora caster set. Now this is a pretty good option that you can use for your stuff because you can use plywood or you can use a 2x material like 2x4s. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to use the 2x4s because we have some of that material in stock, and with the price of lumber still a little high, I think that's also another good reason that you can use this. But anyhow, we're going to take it over to the table saw, and we are going to cut that material down. We're going to also be cutting the half flaps over at the table saw, and we're going to get all those done. We're going to glue all 4 of those corners together. We're going to let it set up and dry real good. And then the way these casters are made, the brackets will bolt to that frame that we made with the 2x4s, and this also help hold that together along with the glue. And then the last thing we got to do is just slide that cabinet up on this base and just secure it with a few screws, and that should pretty much take care of it. Alright y'all, that is pretty much it for this video. I think the upgrades we made on the cabinet this time will come in handy. I also got to say the Bora caster set that we put on the base seems to be built very well. I'm not going to go into the pros and cons on that in this video, but I will do that in an upcoming video, so don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell if you want to see those. And if you got any comments or questions, don't forget to leave them down below, and I'll see y'all on the next one.